up, guys? Oscar here with a new video, and this is going to be discussing my Real Madrid versus Rayo Vallecano match post-game analysis for week, 13? Yeah, week 13 of La Liga. But before I do so, hit that sub button, y'all. Hit that sub button. We are on our way to 100 subs. We are 20 subs away. It is November 7th. Remember, December 31st, I want those 100 subs. Also, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button so that way my channel, whenever I drop a new video, the YouTube algorithm will have it pop up on your feed. So hit that sub button, hit that like button. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this Real Madrid game. My thoughts on it. Look, Real Madrid won 2-1, but they lacked conviction. The first goal, if it wasn't from help from Karim, if it wasn't for help from VAR, it wouldn't have been a goal. It wouldn't have been a goal because the referee wasn't going to award it a goal. VAR looked at it. Toni Kroos was inbound. Toni Kroos, Karim, Benzema, Vinicius Jr., all those guys were inbounds. They were inbounds. They were not offsides. They got him the goal to give him the 1-0 lead. And then Karim Benzema scored a 2-0 lead that, got another goal to make it 2-0 in the first half. But there were so many missed opportunities for Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. had a lot of, there were a lot of shots on target, but missed opportunities that either went over the crossbar or saved by the goalkeeper. So, they lacked conviction in that aspect. Leaving a lot of goals out there. They really could have had at least, 3 to 5 goals, but instead they're stuck with 2. And then Rayo Vallecano in the second half make a substitution, and they get a goal, making it 2-1, giving them life because they were fighting for the draw. Like Real Madrid, they were begging the referee after 3 minutes of injured or stoppage time. After that was added, they were begging the referee to end the game. They could not hang on to themselves. The defense, kept on getting beat. David Alaba, this is proving that even with Ferland Mendy and Dani Carvajal back there, that this is not a solid defense. Even with Dani Carvajal, even with Ferland Mendy back there, this is not a good enough defense. Maybe we're gonna see some. We're missing some conviction because also the midfield battles were lost. Not the best performance of Eduardo Camavinga as a Madrid player in this game either. He could have done better, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. International break. Real Madrid, remember, the previous international break, they came off of a loss. But, this time they come up with wins. However, they're not convincing wins. Against Shakhtar, it was not a convincing win. Last night, against Rayo Vallecano, not a convincing win. So, we're going to have to wait and see what Ancelotti has to say. Karim Benzema was subbed off for some. I did not like the substitution of Karim Benzema for number 7. I did not. I thought that was just a really bad substitution. He could have at least given more time to Luka Jovic, but more on that later. What else did I see? Marco Asensio had a few opportunities as well. That Marco Asensio actually played okay. I'm going to run down some players that I saw that actually played okay. Marco Asensio looked pretty solid today, or yesterday rather. He looked pretty solid. Had almost, I think he had somewhat of an assist with the Karim Benzema goal. or the Toni Kroos goal or something like that. But he also could have had a goal of his own. I know David Alaba had an assist of his own as well. I just can't remember what goal they are. Poor memory. Or, they don't, some announcers don't even announce it, even when I look through the commentary and stats. So those are the players that stood out to me. Marco Asensio, could have had a few goals of his own. Vinicius, could have had a goal of his own. So that's where we're left. There's really not much to say. Real Madrid just lacked conviction. I miss the Real Madrid where they were able to shoot goals. They let the goals fly, per se. They were relentless, but they couldn't get that done yesterday. They got the win. I'm happy they got the win. But when it really matters against Atletico Madrid, when they're down, when they need to score goals to put the game away, or when they need to score goals to come back, they cannot miss on those opportunities. They cannot. What are other things that I see there? Hopefully, Luka Modric, had a cold yesterday. That's why he was absent yesterday. So that's why Eduardo Camavinga got the start. But even though, me personally, I would have maybe given Isco, yes, you heard me right, Isco a chance of starting, but who knows? I can't wait to get Fede Valverde back. Get Rodrigo back. I don't know how long those guys are going to be out. I know Fede Valverde is going to be out for... No, Rodrigo is going to be out for like a couple of months, give or take, because of injury. Gareth Bale, from what I was hearing, it sounded like he was wanting to go, but Ancelotti didn't want him to stress the injury. So because international break, Wales, it is what it is there. I honestly don't think that Gareth Bale is going to play again for Madrid. From what I'm hearing, they want to loan him out, make some money in January, which I'm okay with that. Let me see. Who else am I, just... Again, I'm happy with the result. I'm just trying to run down some things that, caught my attention. Vinicius Jr., congratulations for getting called up for the international team. Initially, Brazil did not want to call him up. I think that would have been a poor choice not to call him up. Yes, it may risk him injury, but he's a talented player who should have been called up for the international team of Brazil. I'm happy that, he got it. The circumstances, the injury to Fabinho or something like that, got him to call up. That sucks. I don't want, players and teams to get hurt. But Vinicius Jr. basically righted that wrong and got called up. And he proved it with his, speed. Almost had a few goals yesterday. But, he solidified his chance for the Brazilian soccer team for the World Cup next year. Qualifiers coming up. So... Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what you all thought of the Real Madrid performance yesterday. Like I said, I'm happy that they got the win, but they lack conviction. They could have gotten a lot more done. They could have at least put this game 5-1, maybe 6-1, but they get a 2-1 victory. So, that'll do it for this video. Until then guys, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.